Power is a game of perception. Appear weak when strong, and vice versa. This principle, central to the 48 laws of power, finds its ultimate expression in the art of misdirection. To master your opponent, you must control what they see, leading them down a path of your choosing. Like a magician wielding illusions, you create a reality where victory is inevitable, not by brute force, but by subtle manipulation. This is the essence of decoys and red herrings: to deceive, to distract, to conquer. Throughout history, these tactics have determined the fate of empires and the outcomes of negotiations. From the battlefields of antiquity to the boardrooms of today, the ability to mislead remains a timeless and invaluable asset. The allure of these tactics lies in their elegance. They are the whispers that topple giants, the shadows that conceal true intentions. They are the tools of the strategist, the negotiator, the leader who understands that true power lies not in what is seen, but in what is unseen. Mastering misdirection is to master the game of power itself. It is to become an architect of perception, a weaver of illusions, and ultimately, a conductor of your own destiny. A decoy is a carefully constructed illusion, designed to draw your opponent's attention away from your true objective. It's a false trail, alluring and seemingly important, leading them into a strategic trap. The key to an effective decoy is understanding your opponent's desires and fears, then crafting a lure that exploits them. Imagine a general facing a superior force. He deploys a small, vulnerable unit as bait, knowing the enemy will be tempted to crush it, revealing a weakness in their advance. This decoy, a calculated sacrifice, creates an opportunity for the general's main force to strike at the exposed flank, securing victory against the odds. This principle applies beyond the battlefield. In negotiations, a skilled negotiator might offer concessions on a minor issue, creating the illusion of compromise while holding firm on their true priorities. The opponent, distracted by the apparent victory, may unknowingly concede ground where it truly matters. The beauty of a decoy lies in its simplicity. It's a subtle nudge, a manipulation of perception that can shift the balance of power in your favor. By understanding your opponent's motivations, you can craft irresistible distractions, leading them astray while you secure your objectives. While a decoy draws attention to a false target, a red herring diverts attention away from the truth altogether. It's a smokescreen creating confusion and uncertainty. This tactic thrives on chaos, on muddying the waters. Consider a politician facing accusations of scandal. They might launch a scathing attack on their opponent. This red herring aims to sow doubt and confusion. In espionage, red herrings are invaluable tools. A spy might leak false information to slip away unnoticed. This tactic highlights the power of confusion as a weapon. Understanding the psychology of deception is key to wielding decoys and red herrings effectively. Humans are wired to seek patterns, to find meaning even in randomness. This inherent desire to make sense of the world can be exploited. Our brains crave coherence, preferring a simple lie to a complex truth. Decoys and red herrings capitalize on this by offering seemingly plausible explanations, satisfying our need for order and predictability. By the time the truth emerges, the deception has already served its purpose. Confirmation bias further strengthens the illusion. Once we believe something to be true, we tend to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs, while ignoring evidence to the contrary. A well-placed red herring feeds into this bias, reinforcing pre-existing suspicions and making it harder to see through the deception. Mastering these psychological principles allows you to predict your opponent's reactions, crafting decoys and red herrings that play on their inherent biases and desires. By understanding the human mind, you gain a powerful edge in the game of deception. Section 5. Historical Examples, Masters of Misdirection. History is replete with examples of leaders and strategists who employed decoys and red herrings to devastating effect. These historical precedents offer valuable lessons in the art of misdirection, showcasing its enduring power across time and cultures. Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol warlord, was a master of psychological warfare. He would often send small detachments ahead of his main force, feigning retreat to lure enemies into traps. His enemies, believing they were pursuing a weakened foe, would fall prey to his carefully planned ambushes. In the American Civil War, Confederate General Stonewall Jackson earned his nickname through his masterful use of deception. He would intentionally leak false information about his troop movements, confusing Union forces and allowing him to launch surprise attacks. His ability to keep his enemies guessing was instrumental in his early victories. These examples demonstrate that the principles of misdirection are not bound by time or technology. Whether on ancient battlefields or in modern boardrooms, the ability to manipulate perception remains a crucial skill for those who seek to influence, outmaneuver, and ultimately prevail. Section 6. Modern applications, from business to politics. The tactics of decoys and red herrings, while ancient in origin, remain remarkably relevant in the complexities of the modern world. From the ruthless arenas of business to the intricate dance of international politics, their applications are as diverse as the fields in which they are employed. In the business world, a company might announce the development of a revolutionary new product, generating hype and distracting competitors from their true intentions, acquiring a smaller rival or consolidating their market share. This decoy, a carefully crafted illusion, allows them to make strategic moves under the cover of manufactured excitement. Political campaigns often utilize red herrings to steer public discourse away from unfavorable issues. By highlighting their opponent's perceived flaws or focusing on emotionally charged but ultimately inconsequential matters, they effectively divert attention from their own shortcomings or controversial policies. These modern applications highlight the adaptability of these ancient tactics. In a world saturated with information and rife with competition, the ability to control the narrative, to direct attention towards what benefits you and away from what doesn't, is an invaluable asset. Section 7. Mastering the art practical tips. Mastering the art of misdirection requires more than just understanding decoys and red herrings. It demands practice, observation, and understanding human psychology. Know your audience. What are their desires, their fears? Tailor your decoys to exploit specific vulnerabilities. Subtlety is key. The best lies contain a grain of truth. Timing is everything. Deploy deceptions when your opponent is distracted or stressed. Maintain your composure. Never reveal your true intentions. Project confidence and control. Section 8. Ethics of Deception, a Balancing Act. The power of misdirection, while undeniable, comes with a heavy ethical burden. The line between strategic maneuvering and outright manipulation is thin, and the potential for misuse is significant. While decoys and red herrings can be employed for noble purposes, they can also be used to deceive, exploit, and harm. The responsibility lies with the practitioner to wield these tools ethically, always considering the potential consequences of their actions. Transparency and honesty should remain the default in all interactions. Misdirection, when used, should be a last resort, employed strategically and with careful consideration for its ethical implications. Ultimately, the decision to employ these tactics rests on your own moral compass. However, by acknowledging the potential for harm and striving to use your skills responsibly, you can navigate the ethical complexities of misdirection while remaining true to your own principles. Section 9. Conclusion: the enduring power of misdirection. The art of misdirection, embodied in decoys and red herrings, is a testament to the power of perception in shaping reality. These tactics, employed by history's most cunning strategists, remain as relevant today as they were centuries ago. By understanding the psychology of deception, mastering the art of subtle manipulation, and remaining mindful of the ethical implications, we can harness the enduring power of misdirection to achieve our goals, navigate complex situations, and ultimately shape our own destinies. Remember, power lies not only in strength, but also in cunning. By mastering the art of misdirection, you unlock a hidden dimension of influence, allowing you to orchestrate events from the shadows, achieving victory through the elegant dance of deception.